Have you ever found yourself drawn to music that speaks to the deeper, more introspective corners of the human experience, capturing feelings that are hard to articulate? In cold wave and darkwave music, you will primarily encounter lyrical tropes centered on introspection, melancholy, and a deep engagement with existential themes. While both subgenres share a focus on emotional depth, cold wave often leans into starker observations of urban decay and alienation, whereas darkwave typically explores romanticism, mysticism, and broader emotional landscapes with more poetic language. These distinct lyrical tendencies emerge from the historical and musical evolution of each subgenre. Cold wave, originating largely from the post-punk scene in Europe, particularly France and Belgium, was a direct response to social and economic disillusionment. Its minimalist instrumentation, often featuring early synthesizers and stark drum machines, created a sonic backdrop that perfectly complemented lyrics of emptiness, detachment, and urban desolation. Vocals are frequently delivered in a detached, almost monotone style, reinforcing themes of personal isolation and anxiety. Darkwave, on the other hand, developed a bit later, often incorporating elements from goth rock, ethereal wave, and new wave. This evolution allowed for a greater emphasis on atmospheric soundscapes with lush synthesizers and ethereal vocals. The lyrical content shifted to explore romantic despair, the sublime, and philosophical existentialism through a more emotional and poetic lens. Darkwave often delves into internal psychological landscapes rather than focusing as much on external societal realities. It finds beauty within sadness and dramatic longing. To identify these lyrical tropes as you listen, consider the following. In cold wave, you will often find direct and sparse language. Look for references to cities, a sense of coldness or detachment, and lyrics that feel more like an observation of a situation rather than direct emotional participation. The phrasing can be simple and repetitive. For darkwave, listen for richly poetic language and frequent use of metaphors. Expect references to dreams, shadows, forgotten histories, and intense internal struggles. Themes of love and loss are prevalent, delivered with a dramatic and often sorrowful tone. The narratives tend to be more intricate and emotionally driven. An interesting aspect of cold wave's lyrical identity is its often do-it-yourself aesthetic, which contributed to a raw, unpolished, and very direct lyrical style. Many tracks feel like personal diary entries set to music. This contrasts with darkwave's inclination towards symbolism, often drawing from classical literature or esoteric traditions to enrich its broader lyrical palette. The difference is akin to a stark black and white photograph versus a richly colored oil painting, both beautiful but conveying emotion in distinct ways. Ultimately, understanding these subtle but significant lyrical nuances empowers you to engage more deeply with both cold wave and darkwave. It allows you to appreciate how each subgenre, through its specific choice of words and thematic focus, uniquely captures and expresses profound human emotions and intellectual concepts. This knowledge helps you not only differentiate their distinct artistic voices, but also connect more intimately with the diverse spectrum of goth music.